Hey guys, Wise Gamer here, bringing you another indie game review. This time we're looking at Order of the Thorne, a King's Challenge, which I believe is episode 1 of 4 that they're going to be releasing over time here, by Infamous Quest, a company that is basically recreating the old point-and-click adventures that many of us, including myself, loved, by like LucasArts, Sierra Online, and all those great ones. If you think back to like Tales of Monkey Island, Grim Fandango, King's Quest, Space Quest, Police Quest, all those different ones out there. I played so many of them and beat very many of them, if not all of them that I just named. And they're just very great series that I've always loved in those styles of games, like Discworld and stuff like that too. And man, they did such a great job recreating it. And I'm going to do another video on a different game that came out right around the same time as this one. It's similar style and everything, so I hope you guys like it. That being said, let's go ahead and hop right into the review. So the gameplay here. So basically, Order of the Thorne is going to be a series, an episodic series. Think Telltale with a point-and-click adventure, but without all the same, like, your decisions change and that whole Telltale engine type thing. This is basically recreating the old school style point-and-click adventure, like I mentioned. So in the game here, you're in a fairy tale type world. You're actually in a fairy world, actually in the beginning here, with pixies and stuff like that, in a magical kingdom, and you are Finn. That's your main character. He is a young bard, and he's taking part in the King's Challenge. So the King's Challenge is basically a quest that everyone does. If you've seen Harry Potter and the if you've seen Harry Potter and the Wizard's Cup, this is kind of like that basically, where, you know, there's like a challenge that takes place annually each year. Now, this isn't so deadly necessarily or anything like that, but you are supposed to go out and venture, and this time the King's Challenge is to find his queen. The queen actually is taking part and decided to volunteer to be hidden and go off in hiding, and you have to try to find her across the land. So you go through solving different puzzles, talking to people, learning more about the land, collecting items, using those items in a specific way, things like that. Really unique and great. The game does a great job of capturing that theme and ambiance that we all had, and really that goes right into the visuals of it. So I mean, the game is amazing pixel art. I love everything that they've done about it. As you can see, these dialogue scenes and everything too, as the characters are talking to each other, everything is just perfectly emulating that amazing pixel art look that everything had. My one, I guess, downside to this part, or one drawback that I had with this portion of it, is that I really wish that they upped the resolution of the character when you're walking around the environment. The static environments themselves are amazing. Like the backdrops that you see as you go from, like, you know, scene to scene are amazing, but the character's kind of pixely, which is how the old games used to be. But I just feel like they could have easily bumped up the resolution on that to the same as what the dialogue windows were, or, you know, just under what the dialogue windows were. And it would have been some more work, but I feel like they could have done that and they didn't, so I wish they did that. But otherwise, I mean, they captured the environment perfectly. It definitely looks like a fairy pixie world. I love the library and all the books up there and the different characters, and they're all very unique and interesting, and they all have like their own personality, which is just great. You see that in the artwork everywhere. And really that goes right into the audio of it too. So as you can see in some of the dialogues here, everyone is fully voiced. So there's very few adventure games early on that had fully voiced characters. Obviously we're able to do that now a lot easier, but for an indie dev to have an entire like voice character set, especially how many characters that I've ran into so far, that each have their own unique, interesting voice. I mean, you have the general narrator that's going through and everything, you have Finn, you have all these different people he's meeting that he's talking to, and they all have their own voices and their own scripts and everything. It's just awesome that they have all of that. Additionally, there's a really nice soundtrack that really sets the fantasy, medieval, fairy tale type land that you kind of get involved with as well. And then Finn, being a bard, actually has a lute that he can play as well, and you get to play these different songs and stuff like that, and you'll actually see me play some different ones, and it kind of looks like Ocarina of Time, where you had to memorize the song. It plays the pattern, and then you have to play it back in hard mode, and if you mess up on it, you don't get to play that song. Those songs will do different things for you to unlock different parts of the story, and you know, maybe will make someone happier when they're sad, and that'll let you talk to them about something. There's also like an easy mode where you just click the spell or the song that you want to play and it just instantly plays it, and I didn't think that was as cool. I really liked having to repeat the song afterwards. It really reminded me of Ocarina of Time, and I thought it was pretty cool. That being said, I mean, the replayability, I can't say exactly what it's going to be just yet. I know from experience that point-and-click adventure games were so much fun for me and had such great comedy, dialogue, and gameplay in it that I would go back and play them over and over again. For example, Thorne's Passage, one of the first ones I've ever played, it's by Sierra. I beat that thing probably 30 times, like no joke, probably 30 times within like 4 or 5 years. I just loved it so much. I've played Discworld, I've played Police Quest 1 through 4. They went into SWAT and stuff later, but 1 through 4 were point-and-click adventures. Space Quest 4, 5, 6, 7, like I've played all these different ones and they never get old to me, so I would say that the replayability is there. I know that there's like an achievement unlock system type thing too, with like different points that you get in the game. And again, there's all the different puzzles and stuff too, so you can even like try to speedrun it after you know where to go for everything and see what that, where that leads you and everything as well. I know there's about 3 to 4 hours of gameplay, just kind of based on how far I've progressed and the time that I've played into it. I'd say about 3 to 4 hours. And of course, as you know where to go, that'll, dwindle down. But this is the first out of, again, at least 4 episodes that they're planning for the Order of the Thorne. That being said, guys, I definitely recommend it. I mean, it's $10. You can pick it up on GOG, Great Old Games, or on Steam. I'll have all the links down below. And I mean, the developers are really great. They're really into that style. I've talked to them about some of the games that I used to love, and they said, yeah, this is just like King's Quest, or, based on that type of style, I should say. And you really see it in the game. I really enjoy it. And if you're a fan of those games, you'll be a fan of this as well. That being said, hope you guys enjoy. If you did like the video, make sure you hit that like button. If you didn't, you can hit the dislike, that's okay as well. Leave a comment on what you thought about this game, maybe any adventure games that you remember from your childhood, or just playing a while back, depending on your age, of course. And really, if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to me as well. I do these reviews 3 times a week, and like I said, one of the videos coming really soon, maybe on Friday, is going to be for another adventure game like this. A little bit more modern setting and stuff like that too. So we'll see if I can get that one on Friday, or if it's going to be a little bit later. That being said, make sure you check out the video that I did last time on Monday. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.